take that off. Right. Can you, I think you can hear me pretty well now. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I've just had to rush back into the studio after being late. I'd organised to have a chat about the Deco Strymon and take it through its paces so you can see what it does with beat and delete. Are you here, beat and delete? Because this is all for you. So hopefully you're going to be here. Maybe can you put a message in the chat, beat and delete? I can see there's 4 people that have just come on. So yeah, if you've just joined us, what we're going to do is I'm talking about this. This is a saturation pedal. It's a twin channel saturation pedal, so you can use it as 2 separate channels, is what I do. And I'm just going to close the window because the chicken's quite loud. Hang on. Yeah, so beat and delete, yeah. Hey, sorry, stream just appeared for me. Okay, right. There's probably a little bit of delay going on, and I was faffing around. So apologies, beat and delete. I unfortunately had to be in a meeting for longer than expected. So we are now go. Now, so I've got the Strymon there, and what I thought I'd do is show you how I use it first. So it's 2 channels. One channel I use it for the drum machine next to it, the TR8S, and I put all the drums through there apart from the kick. Okay, and then the other channel I put the 3A3 through. So I'll show you how that sounds in a minute. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I tend to have it doing a little bit of work or a lot. So I go between like this setting here and this setting here, and I've marked it on because I just like to know where I'm at, and I'm not exactly selling it in it's permanent marker, but it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so we've got some saturation there, and we're going to go on to the wobble and lag time stuff in a minute. But first of all, I'll just give you a little demo of what it does. So I'll start with it pretty much off, and then I'll bring it in on a drum beat. I'll just do literally without the kick actually. Just so you could probably just do. I'll do. That's not really doing anything. See that? The hand clap particularly really brings that sort of depth and length. It's a bit more crisp there. So there's more transient information, but if you want less transient, it's pretty nice. Now I tend to have it just doing that. I don't really use this very often, but you can use it as an effect. I've got it set up like this. It's pretty cool. And that's with the lag time is basically just out of phase, and then you sort of blend between the two, and then the wobble brings the timing slightly differently, so you can make the wobble slower. So it's quite cool. Actually, it's quite nice. I should probably use that more often. And then faster. Yeah. So that's what those do. Now you've got this switch in the middle, which is like sum, invert, and bounce. And I think basically sum is where the lag time, the other side of the tape is when it's sort of like I guess it's sort of mimicking when it puts it on the tape and then takes it off again. That's in phase, and then invert is out of phase, and then bounce is sort of going halfway between the two. You can't really hear much of a difference. I'll try and show you. So that's sum. Well, obviously you can hear that's a massive difference. It's inverted, and then between the two. That's what it does. I forgot about that. So when you got bouncing, it's taking both channels in. So yeah, I'm using it in twin channel mode. So whatever I do on this saturation control, it's actually going to also do to the 3A3. So yeah, I mean, once you've got your levels right, it doesn't matter too much, to be honest, because you sort of mix, you push it in. So it's part of the sound. So if I just take you over here, actually, just quickly, you see this this thing here. This is actually a separate thing. This is I get the camera. So that has been made by some guy in the village that I live in, and he's got this cool company called Sonic Aim, and they make pedals out of parts of old planes. And basically he was really kind, and I was telling him about my gear, and he was like, wow, and I said I could really do with something that clips the signal on the way out. So he's built me this thing with, it's got 3 different diodes, the geranium and the other two types of diodes. I can't remember what they're called. So light emitting diode, and what's the other one? Oh, the silicon one. Anyway, and a drive, and he's got 2 channels of that, so it's brilliant. So I put the 303 through that, then through the Deco. So that sort of helps give it a bit more bite. But with the 303 in there as well, I'll just play it with a bit of kick drum. Just do that quiet. So that's with it quite saturated. Balance it out. So let's get that. So that's sort of, yeah. So that's where I probably keep it quite often. And then when I want to push it, yeah, sorry, I've just seen your thing beat and delete. So only the bounce mixes the 2 channels. But that is true when it's in studio mode. But what I'm going to show you actually, so you can hear how it sounds. I could just put you the 303 in there actually, just to give it a bit of a context. So if I just put the let's just turn it up. So you can see it's got some sort of a slight amount of compression going on there, where it's bringing out the quieter tones of the reverb. And it's, yeah, it sort of takes the transient information off a bit. It's really nice. It sounds great, to be honest. What I'm going to do then is I'll take this apart so you can see how it does. I'm just going to move this microphone. Right, get that out of the way. So yeah, I'm going to take this off. Right, so let's take this out, and you can see what's on the back. Right, so what we've got, for some reason I've managed to lose this. I don't know how I've done that. Don't know where that's. I don't know what camera's doing. Sorry guys. Slightly haphazard in here today. Yeah, so I'm just going to get rid of that. My phone's going. Okay, I've got a crack in the screen on my phone, and that is proving it to be. Turn that off out of the way. Right. So yeah, you can see at the back there you've got an expression pedal you can go in there, which you can change. I think you can program it to change different things. It's got some sort of shortcuts when you hold down the buttons. It's obviously processor driven. Yeah, you've got the stereo out and your input there. And even though it's only ever stayed in the case, it looks like it's in worse. Been scratched and bashed to pieces. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this apart and show you what's inside. Because this is how you change its modes from studio to guitar. This is the bit that I was like didn't work out for a while. So I'm just going to show you. Easy repair, that's right, Gerald. Yeah, it's a bit weird though, because like I put this box inside my flight case and I don't remember ever doing anything else with it, and somehow the jack input, nice little extra bit, has just disappeared. Anyway, these things happen. I has been out and about doing gigs and stuff. Right, so you take the back off. Oh yeah, also before I take the back off, these are really cool. This is like, I can't really see it. It's like Velcro, but it's actually like tiny little mushrooms. It's made by 3M. It's like this hardcore Velcro stuff. Anyway, so here's the back, so you can see all the processing. Obviously, you don't touch anything unless you're statically drained. But anyway, just here, right there, that is the pin, and all you do is you lift it up and you put it across one, and that turns it between a separate to stereo mode, which is like yeah, guitar mode basically. So that's what you need to do when you get it, because it comes in guitar mode, I think. Yeah. Any other questions about this whilst I'm putting it back together? I mean, whilst you've got me, you feel free to ask a few more. I mean, to be honest, I've actually got my debut. Oh, lost the screw. I've got my debut single release coming out on Friday, which is really exciting. And yeah, quite busy dealing with that. Turns out there's quite a lot of work to do. Right, so I'm just sorry, I might just move the camera position so you can see me around here, because the other camera's not working. So zoom this out. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put that up like that. And I can talk to you for a minute. How it's going. Right. Yeah, so any other questions, basically, whilst I put this back together? What I'd say about this saturation pedal is I first wanted to put it in parallel, but with the MX1 it's weird, there's like a tiny bit of latency. If you wanted to do like one, split the signal and go one into here and then one into the clean signal into the desk, for some reason I couldn't make it do it. It seems to have some sort of weird phasing issue going on, and I couldn't work out if it's this slightly delaying the signal by like a tiny amount, or whether it's delaying by the MX1. Oh, you've got some questions. So when applying the effect, it affects both channels at the same time. Yes, it does. You can't change that. And I've been following your posts on your release. Oh, great. Thanks, Beans Elite. Yeah, I mean, hopefully the message is just getting out there. I mean, it's all very new. I mean, I've been behind the scenes helping artists do their thing for years, and I've had no idea how they get their music out there, to be honest, because I just stay in the studio and be a fluffy creative. But for the first time I'm diving in and finding out how it all works. So yeah, I'm really excited, and yeah, just going to get that release out, and I'm going to build on it. I'm going to be releasing every 6 to 8 weeks. I've got another tune in the pipeline, and yeah, really excited about it, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to doing a couple of gigs. I've got a couple of festivals I'm playing at in the UK. I'm hopefully playing at Boomtown, if you know that festival, and also Shambhala, which is really cool. And there's one called Valley Fest as well, which is where Arcadia are going to be this year, if you know Arcadia from Glastonbury. So yeah, that's it really. What I could do is check this is working again. Yeah, I can just show you what in context. This is the tune. I'm going to put the tune up soon, actually. No more bad times, only good times in the good life. Good life. Love is shining, love is thriving in the good life. Good life. Good life. Questions here. Just have to say, whole star is cool, man. Good music we do. Thanks, Jared. I do think I'm gonna. Yeah. Sorry. I do think I'm grab a deco and do it similar to yours, but have my bass station on channel 2. Yeah, do it. I would put a bass would be great through it. Put some drums through it. I mean, it totally works. And all you need to do to get the right saturation is turn up the bass station enough, rather than trying to control the saturation amount here. So you have it set that it's going to work on the way in, and then you just push it with the drum machine or the bass station. Yeah. Do you use the internal effects on your TR-8S or apply external effects for that? That's a big question, Steve, because it's not that simple. I'll try and explain it. So yeah, with the TR-8S, you've got obviously multiple outputs, and I'm using the TR-8S as a cunning audio interface for my Digitact. So the Digitact goes into the external inputs of the TR-8S, and then goes out of the USB into one of the USB channels in the MX1. So I've got, like, because obviously the MX1 is limited, so I'm trying to get the most out of it as I can. So I'm actually sending stereo 1 and 2 from the TR-8S to the MX1, but that stereo signal is the Digitact, not anything else. And unfortunately, that means I can't use the effects, because the effects only stay on channels 1 and 2. So I can affect the Digitact a little bit, so I can do a little bit of master effects and stuff, but basically I can't, because yeah, you can't change where the effects go. It has to be on 1 and 2, which is really annoying, because there's 6 outputs, and I use separate outputs for the kick and for the rest of the drums. Yeah. I'll check out your dates and see if it's possible to make any. Cool. That's a sweet track. Also, sorry, my comments are really delayed for some point. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's internet, isn't it? Okay, we should probably do this a different way. But yeah, yeah, with the TR8S, I mean, you can obviously use the. I mean, it's a great machine. I just don't use it to its full capability. It's got automation. It's got effects. Yes, I can use. Sorry, I can use like distortion and filters and stuff like that on in the individual channels. But I'm talking about the master effects actually, because like when you make your sounds, for example, let's just talk the hand clap. Oh, there we go. Sorry. So there's the hand clap, and so this is for you, Steve. Yeah. Let's just take you through the effects very quickly. So it's got reverb send and delay send, which you can't do. But then there's this thing called type 3. If I take you over here, I don't know. Have you got a TR8S, Steve? If I just go like this and zoom in, here we go. Right. So there we go. That's the hand clap. So I'm on instrument thing, and I can choose type. So then I go, okay, high pass filter, low pass filter, both sort of high pass filter, high boost, low boost, and then you go into interesting things like isolator, transient sort of thing, and then you can adjust them down here. But you can also, what else is there? There's distortions like drive. There are a few things: compression and drive, crusher, saturator, frequency shift, ring modulator is quite fun. And also you can then select whatever effect you've got on there. You can actually then have one control. So say like if ring modulator is quite cool. If I do that and then where is it? Somehow I can set it on here. I had to press a few buttons like shift or something. Anyway, I won't do it now. But the point is that's how I do it. Oh, you got a TR8S, cool. Yeah, it's great. I was playing with the just the TR8 for a few years, and my mate had this one, and I borrowed it for ages. And then I said, I might as well buy it off you. So, yeah, it is really cool. Great. Okay, well, I think I am going to sign off for today because I've actually got this track which is in right now. I literally just putting together today, and it's a remix of Good Life, and I filmed it. I just literally filmed my first take of it, and I'm going to put it up on YouTube because it's just a demonstration of how you can just put the tunes together really quickly once you've got the ideas in there, and have a lot of fun. So yeah, I think any more questions before we go? And sorry, I'm on YouTube, so if anyone has been watching this on other various feeds, I haven't been paying attention, so apologies for that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, yes, but haven't dug that deep into it yet. Still learning all the other gear. Ah, you got more gear, right? I'm gonna have to see what you're up to, Steve. Look for, maybe send me something if you want me to listen to stuff, or if you've got any questions, then I'm more than happy to help with all this. I've been diving in for a while, so yeah. 5-star studio, sweet setup. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's really heavy. If you ever do anything like this, I mean, I got a little bit greedy with the amount of space, but also it's kind of necessary. Yeah, I mean, it's heavy. It's 35 kilograms. So the flight case has got wheels, but it's a pretty big beast to carry around. Hope you smash it with your new release. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Exciting stuff. Yeah, I'm certainly going to smash it. On the scale of like, I'm just hoping for like 1,000 streams and just get it out there, and going to build on it. You know, these things take time. But yeah, thank you. Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. It was great to hang out, and yeah, we'll do it again soon. If you want me to do anything like this in the future, just message me, let me know, and I'm totally up for it. All right. Cool. Take care. Cheers.